Yo. All right. So I'm not even going to lie. I've been feeling like dog shit lately. And that is because I realized that I burned myself out. And I hate to say that because I'm really like a super hard work, discipline type guy. And to give you an example of how militant I've been with my schedule for the past couple years, I've probably worked between 15 and 18 hours per day since late 2021, 2022. And I've just been on that grind of hit the gym, go to work, after work on the business and work on the art, and just rinse and repeat. Like barely did anything like going on dates or like just hanging out with friends. One, I moved to a new city, so I didn't really even have any friends, but I did little things here and there. But I would say 80% of my days were spent doing that. 15 to 18 hours per day, every day, weekends included. And I hit this week, or not even this week, months ago, I hit a plateau where I was hitting like this new obstacle that I was facing, which was like just being lethargic and struggling with this new job that I have in terms of it being longer and farther away. So me having less time and energy for everything. I was just like, well, gotta work harder. That's always been my answer to everything. And although that's the answer to a lot of questions and a lot of solutions, especially in the entrepreneurship space, it is not always the answer when it comes up to creative blocks. And I feel like my creative block was probably the bigger contributor to my mood and just my overall shitty feeling than anything else, than being tired or anything. And so I realized that two things. Well, art and business are like a coin. They're on the same coin, but they're two different sides of the coin. And at the end of the day, you have a business person inside of you as an artist, and you have the artist inside of you. And I used to believe that they were the same, but they're not. They're the same, they're yin and yang, but yin is not yang and yang is not yin. So in order to feed the artist, we have to do different things. And in order to make sure the business gets done, we have to do specific things. So handling business, in my opinion, is a lot more straightforward than nurturing our creativity and our artist. And so what happened is I allowed my business man to take over for way longer than he was supposed to. And what that did was it really took a shit on my creativity. And it's hard because you think that I don't have time for anything, so I have to just do the work. I have to just like handle the business and I have to make the art. And there's not really time for anything else because I have a full-time job as well. But the problem with that is experiencing life is part of nurturing the artist. And it like almost hurts to say that, because it's not that I'm against experiencing life, but it's just it's a very easy way for you, me, anyone, and people do it every day, to use that excuse as a way to not get shit done, as a day to just live their life and like just like not even create and just fucking just do whatever the fuck they want to do, and then they wonder why they suck. Because at the end of the day, you still have to practice your craft to create great art. You still have to practice. Even if there's nothing to create, you still have to practice. And you still have to handle business if you're going to be making money. So I say all of that to say that I got the business side of things, the practice side of things pretty dialed in. But now I'm moving into a season where, okay, it is actually time to strategically allow myself to do more than just work. Do things that I want to do. Like tomorrow, I'm going to a tumble class. I'm finally going to learn how to do a backflip, which I've been wanting to learn for years. And overall, just like talking to friends more, actually going out and experiencing life. And so what I decided to do is that in order to strategically do it, for the rest of the month of February, even though I still have non-negotiables in these seasons of like living my life, like I still need to make a song every single week. I still need to post music content every single week. And obviously, like when it comes up to the gym, like that's a non-negotiable as well. So there's things that are not going to stop. But I'm just going to allow myself to do more things that I actually find interesting. Like if there's a movie that I want to watch, I'm going to go fucking watch it. You know, if I want to go on a date, I'm going to go on the date. If I want to go learn how to do a backflip, which I've been wanting to do for years, I'm going to go fucking figure it out. So that's how the rest of my month is going to look. Still moving the business forward with the non-negotiables, right? But not being in such a crazy monk mode where like every waking moment is going to be spent working. And so, but starting in March, what I plan to do is have a 3-to-1 work-play ratio. And what I mean by that is 3 weeks out of the month, I'm in my monk mode shit. I'm handling business. Because at the end of the day, I still have big goals, and I still believe that if you want to create a big outcome, you got to focus on it more than not. So I'm still going to have a higher amount of days that I'm just focused, but I'm actually giving myself 1 week out of every month to just play, to just live life with the non-negotiables still intact, still making a song every week, still posting music content every week, and still keeping my health right. Like I'm not going to go fucking like go eat McDonald's and shit just because like I'm on my play week. It's like, nah, there's still regulations to that play, but I'm just allowing myself to play. Maybe I'll watch a new movie. There's a lot of shows and things like that I am interested in, or that like I know that are good. And that's another thing. It's like consuming art and getting inspiration from there is very important as well when it comes up to nurturing your inner artist. So between like watching a movie that I'm interested in, or going out and doing something new, longboarding more, like doing these other things, these other interests that I have, talking to people more, going to social events more, connecting with other people, networking. And I also joined a book club recently. So things like that don't necessarily point directly at work is still work when it comes up to feeding your internal artist. And the reason why it was so hard for me to to really wrap my head around that is because I let my business side of things take over. Because if you're just an entrepreneur and you're just like running a business, I feel like that's actually less important. It's obviously it's important for everyone just for quality of life purposes, but I feel like it's very easy to get fulfillment as an entrepreneur if you're just running a business and that business fulfills you. But like when it comes up to art and creating art, creativity is just a bigger it's a bigger piece of the pie. Creativity is obviously important in entrepreneurship as well, which is why I always say that entrepreneurs are artists and artists are entrepreneurs. But creativity is just a bigger piece of the pie when it comes up to being an actual creator. And so this is the lesson that I've learned recently. It's a little cringy because just the way that I've been raised and the way that I've raised myself, it's always just like work, 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 work. But at the end of the day, play is work, and you gotta work hard, play hard, you know. But the problem with play is when play gets out of hand, it gets the fuck out of hand. Like, I feel like play getting out of hand is way more destructive than work getting out of hand. But they're both destructive at the end of the day. So, yeah, I'll keep you guys updated on how this flows and what I feel once I really start living this. Honestly, like I said, I've been feeling like shit for a minute, and I already feel better just making that decision. Like, I already had like a good day, you know, and not only was it a good day, like it was a productive day too. Like, I got shit done. I learned new things and I moved forward in both and everything that I'm doing. But I just had a little bit more fun doing it. So, yeah. Peace.